Hello everyone, Wave here. Today we're gonna react to a full character showcase of the Raiden Shogun. So here we get some explanations of her abilities, and let's get started. I don't want to waste time, and I'm gonna pause for a bit in specific moments.
In the eyes of Inazumans, the Raiden Shogun is not only an archon but also a symbol. She is their superior leader who embodies eternal thunder and radiance. Her Excellency, the almighty Narukami Ogosho, a 1,000-year-old protector of Inazuma. Little do they know that the current ruler of Inazuma, the Raiden Shogun, residing high up in Tenshukaku, is no longer the same archon who emerged victorious from the Archon War.
The campaign begins.
The Raiden Shogun is a martial artist in pursuit of perfection, with a sole goal of achieving eternity. No matter who stands in her way to eternal euthymia, they have no chance against the divine punishment that shines down with her bidding. It was the Raiden Shogun who originated the Inazuman art of sword and polearm, as well as a variety of blade forging techniques. When ascending swords and polearms, the amount of Mora...
Wait, is this basically for every character then? This is just the talent effect, so... Wait, this basically halves the price. That's insane. I would definitely recommend if you are near the pity of her. And yeah, I guess I could use a talent like Xingxie and Sucrose's talents are helping you out in your crafting stuff, and that's also pretty insane. It's some very good long-term investment, and this too is something I would crave for. Maybe I roll for her? I don't know.
Spent by the Raiden Shogun will be decreased. The Raiden Shogun's normal attack can combo up to 5 strikes with her polearm, dealing physical damage.
As always.
Holding the attack button consumes a set amount of stamina to perform an upward slash, dealing physical damage.
Okay.
Despite claiming to be detached from the mortal world, perhaps the Raiden Shogun still remembers her role as an archon. She accrues the aspirations of all living creatures for her chakra desiderata.
From the trailer. The chakra disc.
When party members other than her use their elemental bursts, the Raiden Shogun will build up resolve stacks for chakra desiderata based on the energy cost of the bursts used. Then, use up all the resolve accrued to empower her next elemental burst.
Ah, okay.
The resolve accrued by chakra desiderata will dissipate once the Shogun is out of combat for a...
So, if he's right with that, you load up the disc and then you can use the Raiden Shogun properly. Like, I would recommend just using your main DPS and use a Raiden Shogun would be like your switch character. When she has her ultimate ready and this disc has filled up, then you can turn, when it's her turn to destroy the enemies of yours, and you still need a main DPS, I think. That's what it seems like.
Set time.
I personally will use Hu Tao and maybe get a Raiden Shogun, Venti, a Xingxie, but I still need healing, well, yeah.
The exalted archon devoted to eternity. What caused her to stop in her tracks and listen to the wishes of her people? After unlocking the talent Wishes Unnumbered, the elemental orbs and particles collected by nearby party members will grant additional resolve for chakra desiderata once per set time period.
Okay.
Upon tapping her elemental skill, the Raiden Shogun unveils a shard of her euthymia, dealing electro damage to nearby opponents, and granting nearby party members the Eye of Stormy Judgment.
Okay, that's really, really good support stuff you have for your team. This is basically a switch out character you can use. This is... when I first saw the trailer, I thought she would be like a main DPS going all the time all in. But she will be just waiting there, using her ability, get the disc to its max, and then go all out with her. That's interesting.
When characters carrying it attack and deal damage to opponents.
Wait.
The Eye of Stormy Judgment will unleash a coordinated attack, dealing AoE electro damage.
That's sick for elemental combos. That's insane.
The characters who gained the Eye of Stormy Judgment will have their elemental burst damage increased,
Wait,
based
what?
on the energy cost of the elemental bursts unleashed.
It's insane. Wow.
Thanks to the Eye of Stormy Judgment, the Raiden Shogun can aid her teammates without being on the battlefield, boosting their offensive capabilities.
Now you shall perish!
Yeah, Musushi.
Gathering truths unnumbered and the resolve of wishes uncounted,
I love that
the
song.
Raiden Shogun unleashes the Musou no Hitokachi, dealing
Damn.
AoE electro damage, using Musou Ishin in combat for a certain duration afterward.
I love this dimension effect you see when she slices the time and room apart. I don't know. That looked insane.
The damage dealt by Musou no Hitotachi and Musou Ishin's attacks is based on the number of Chakra Desiderata's resolve stacks consumed when this skill is used. While using Musou Ishin in combat, the Shogun's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will be regarded as elemental burst damage, and will be infused with electro damage which cannot be overridden. When such
Okay.
attacks hit opponents, she will regenerate energy for all nearby party members.
That's
Well, in
pretty
this-
good with this ability to regenerate the elemental burst. That's pretty insane. She has basically like everything except like healing and stuff, but that's not her duty. She's like the booster character. Completely boosts your entire team to the max. That's insane. Like she's, for me, I think it's a must-have. But
State,
let's
the
watch.
Raiden Shogun's resistance to interruption is increased, and she is immune to electrocharge damage.
Damn.
After unlocking the talent Enlightened One,
Good shit.
if the Shogun's energy recharge surpasses a certain value, the surplus energy recharge grants her a percentage-based electro damage bonus, and
Yep.
more energy restoration while in
What's
Musou
that?
Ishin. The
This is
Raiden
insane.
Shogun can accelerate the elemental burst rotation of her party while making the elemental bursts of her
What?
teammates more powerful. Such a seasoned leader like her remains fearless in the face of any encounter. In combat, the Raiden Shogun can use the Eye of Stormy Judgment to help teammates in difficult
What is this
fights.
for combination? This is insane.
When her
She-
teammates
she-
unleash elemental bursts or collect elemental orbs or particles, the Shogun
Why?
gains more resolve for Chakra Desiderata.
Shouldn't be so hard on my
Wait for an
control.
opportune moment to unleash Musou
To
no
be insane.
Hitotachi to deal lethal damage to your enemies. And enter Musou Ishin to clean up the battlefield while regenerating energy for the whole party. To enable a round of elemental bursts that will strike foes down as
This-
fast as lightning.
This is the most overloaded character I've seen in a while.
Neighboring the Dark Sea, Inazuma has witnessed many a war. For the pursuit of eternity and the prosperity of Inazuma, the Raiden Shogun stuck stubbornly to her path. But what let some bloom made others wither.
What a soothing voice.
There is no gain without the pain
Very
of
nice.
loss. When facing their fears, Archons and mortals are all the same. Yet
Yeah.
Archons are born arrogant. By attempting to grasp the heavenly
Oh, that
principles, she brought a disaster upon mortals. Perhaps some may say that I'm overstating what happened, but I'm just speaking from experience after all.
Damn. The art, the character, the spells, everything in her kit is insane. I think this is probably the best 5-star. No cap. For real. She doesn't have that heal or shielding, but she has the supportive damage, which is just insane. Boosting elemental burst is insane, man. Hey, I think I'm gonna roll for her, to be honest. This will be definitely something I'm gonna roll for. Damn, I think even after this video, I'm gonna roll for her and for the spear, because it gives your good high base damage and energy recharge, but I don't know the passive of the spear. Maybe you can see that again. Was it in the beginning? I don't know. No, they just showed the upgrade. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, please subscribe if you want. Thanks for the view, at least, and leave a like if you want or dislike. I don't care. This is basically support for me. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. And after this, I'm gonna do a full Wish video till I get the Raiden Shogun. Wafer, out. Bye.